What's up, everybody? Tom Pelissero here aboard the USS Alabama, where media night is wrapping up here on day one, the first real day of the Senior Bowl. Leslie Frazier and company got out there with the North team onto the practice field today. Really interesting to see, really this entire day, dating all the way to the weigh-in this morning, which basically looks like a cattle auction. You've got a line of over 100 guys waiting with their shirts off in one corner, walking across the stage, having their height taken. One guy yells that out, then having their weight taken. Another guy yells that out. There's 1,000 people from not just the NFL, but from the CFL, other pro leagues, looking at these guys and examining them like basically pieces of meat. They come off, you've had interviews going on since yesterday at the hotel in every corner, not just formal stuff. Some teams videotaping the interviews with all the prospects, putting them actually under the lights, seeing how they handle that pressure. There's other guys who are just being pulled aside and sitting in chairs in the lobby. All these teams with all their scouts trying to get to as many different people as possible over the course of this week. Everybody got here on Sunday. Mandatory check-ins, team meetings were last night. You saw the video from yesterday, Leslie Frazier addressing the North team. Now today was the first of 4 straight days of practice. What I thought was interesting was Leslie Frazier talking about what they're trying to look at. Because remember, there is the advantage of the Vikings being able to coach the North team, having their hands on those guys, having the extra time in the meeting rooms and the cafeterias, having more time around those people. But at the same time, they don't have the overhead view, the bird's eye view that other scouts do. And they also don't get to look at the South team as much because they're obviously diverting a lot of their attention trying to watch their own practices. So what is Leslie Frazier and the Viking staff focusing on? Well, the two positions that he pointed out were wide receiver and cornerback. Those are two spots that I think it's readily apparent if you look at the roster they need to be able to draft. They also need offensive linemen, but as Frazier didn't exactly directly point out, but he said, yeah, we're looking at that too. What he really was saying was they need to draft somebody high in the draft. There's not a lot of guys who are going to be considered probably with their first-round pick along the offensive line. They're also looking at linebackers. Those are the 4 spots that Frazier, without being led in any direction, pointed out. Receiver, cornerback, and then below that, offensive line and linebacker. 4 spots to watch throughout this week of practice. It's really tough to get a read. I'm not going to sit here and give you evaluations on guys after one day. A lot of these guys, you have to keep in mind, haven't put on pads, and depending if they went to a bowl game or not, 2-3 weeks, maybe in 5, 6, 7 weeks since their last game. So a lot of guys just trying to get in the flow today. Very limited in team drills. We'll see more over the course of the week, and I'll have full updates, of course, right here at 1500ESPN.com. See ya.